vacancies will arise on the Legislative Council on 28th of February 2025. This video is to share with you some more information about Legislative Council if you're thinking about applying. For detailed information on the election process, job description, eligibility and remuneration, refer to the recruitment page on the Tynwald website. The Legislative Council is the second or revising chamber of Tynwald, the legislature of the Isle of Man. Of its 11 members, 8 are elected by the House of Keys. 4 vacancies will arise on the Legislative Council on 28th of February 2025 for a term of office ending on 28th of February 2030. Hello, I'm Joanne Corkish and I am the Clerk of the Legislative Council and Deputy Clerk of Tynwald. Part of my role is to support Legislative Council with procedural advice. Members of Legislative Council are a fundamental part of Tynwald. Members scrutinise government in Legislative Council, Tynwald and committees in debate and through questions and motions. They provide a distinct and influential voice in political life on the island based on an understanding and experience of island life. This is why having a breadth of knowledge and experience across the members of Legislative Council is important. Tynwald adopted a job description for members of the Legislative Council to highlight the different roles and responsibilities of being elected to this role. Applying for a new role can be daunting. One of the members stepping down in 2025 is Peter Greenhill MLC. He shares his real-life experience of being an MLC.
I'm Peter Greenhill, member of the Legislative Council. I applied to join to be an MLC in early 2020. On the last day of January 2020, the transition period ended and the UK left the EU Single Market and Customs Union. Personally, I was very concerned about the positive and negative effects of Brexit on the Isle of Man. And at that time, when I was looking around, there was no real international business experience sitting in Tynwald. Really, after my time I'd had on the island, I wanted to give something back to the island. What was a little bit interesting was just after 11 days from the time I was sworn in as an MLC in March in 2020, the island went into its first COVID lockdown. I have a number of transferable skills that I believed I could bring from previous careers into the role in Legco. I started off in international banking in the City of London, and from there was into developing, marketing and delivering solutions for financial services technology with the world-leading solutions companies at the time. I then went on to repeat that type of work with world-leading gaming companies as well. I've taken on the roles of Chief Executive Officer, Chair and Board Member with the skills that I have and I've done that for market leaders in various different projects. And people management skills, I've run organisations with hundreds of employees and also worked on one-to-one basis with a small team. My people management skills cover running organisations with hundreds of employees. And I moved to the island to work on contract for the Department of Enterprise when I first moved over here. And that was to build up the e-gaming and e-business sectors. So I believe I had a really good understanding of the way that government worked, a number of the Tynwald members, but also senior civil servants as well. My role in Legco has involved extensive security of legislation, including most recently taking the assisted dying bill through the House, and also using my business and management skills to sit in the Department of Enterprise. There I have the political responsibility for the finance agency and also to assist the digital agency when required. I was also appointed by Tynwald to the position of Vice Chair of Manx Utilities, and have been very actively involved there, therefore, in the transition programme towards renewable energy and in the issues caused by the massive rise in gas costs caused by the war on Ukraine. I was also appointed by Tynwald as the government trustee sitting on Manx National Heritage. If I look around Legco at the moment, those members have a very broad knowledge base, as we've experienced in healthcare, IT, legal services, programme management, media, education, and of course, international business. We offer Tynwald an excellent broad knowledge base. Yeah, in the process of finding new Legco members, there will be some hustings, some meetings where Those applicants will be grilled by all of the MHKs to see what those people might be like. When I was standing, prior to the hustings, I arranged face-to-face meetings with all the MLCs, the president and the bishop, to give those who didn't know me an understanding of my background and to give me an understanding of what the position really entailed and how I could add to government. I must say it's been a really interesting experience to have the opportunity to give something back to this island by participating in the oldest continuous parliament in the world in these most challenging times.
Interested candidates can find the further particulars and the application form by going to the recruitment page on the Tynwald website. We encourage anyone interested to apply to be part of shaping the future of our Legislative Council.